If you haven't heard, now you have. Tana Mongeau and Jake Paul had their wedding over the weekend. For a while now, Jake Paul and Tana Mongeau have both been on their YouTube channels and social media trying to tell everyone that they are in fact dating. They had a huge publicity stunt where they got engaged and they had planned to get married, which apparently happened this past Sunday. However, this has been met with a lot of criticism and a lot of people being very, very skeptical of what has gone down. Most people don't seem to believe that the wedding was actually going to take place, and most people did not believe that they were truly getting married. And those people were right to think that, because I'm telling you in this video, I'm telling you here today, this wedding was a scam. The people who watched this thing were scammed, and I say that not because watching is free, but because watching this wedding actually cost you $49.99. That's right, $50 to watch a sham wedding between two YouTubers that was promoted as a real wedding. For God's sake, even the royal wedding was broadcast for free, yet people are expected to pay $50 to watch Jake Paul and Tana Mongeau get married? What is this nonsense? Anyway, before we get into how we know it's fake or it's not fake or all that sort of thing, I'd first like to show 64,000 viewers. That's how many people watched this premium live stream. I'm sure there were pirates and all that sort of thing, but people actually paid for the 64,091 views as far as I last checked. And as I said before, this was an event that cost $49.99 to watch, and you could watch it on halogen.tv. Now, if we do a little simple calculation, we do the 64,000 times the $50, you will find that there was a grand total of $3.2 million made in revenue. $3.2 million made from people who watched this event. People who paid to watch this sham wedding. And that's why this is kind of disgusting. This is disgusting and this is shameful that Jake Paul and Tana Mongeau would fake something like this for millions of dollars. They have scammed people out of millions. And how do we know this is fake? Well, it's all on public record. Now, just for ease of information and ease of access, you can go and actually check these public databases all on your own. You can do it 100% for sure yourself. But just to make things easy, I'm going to read you a Twitter thread of someone who has posted all the specific screenshots in order and given a little rundown. Hashtag Jana wedding was fake and not legally binding. No marriage license was obtained. Also, to officiate a wedding in Nevada, you must obtain a license to officiate a wedding. Doesn't matter if you're ordained or not. Approved licenses are searchable. Armani does not have one. All the proof. So here is the image that shows in Las Vegas, Nevada, you do need to have this license. Neither Tana nor Jake applied for or received a marriage license. This must be done prior to the wedding and must be granted by Clark County. I've heard arguments they could have gotten one in another state. That isn't how it works. So here what you can see is the name Jacob Paul, and the record dates you can see here from the 1st of January 2018 up until the 29th of July 2019, and there are no results. Photos showing Tana Mongeau did not get a marriage license. These records are updated in real time, so it's the exact same thing here, except this one is Tana Mongeau, same date range. No results to display. Requirements to officiate a wedding in Nevada. It doesn't matter if Armani was ordained. You don't even need to be ordained. You do need a license. He did not apply for one or receive one. Marriages are not valid in Nevada if officiant is unlicensed. So here we have the information again telling us that you do need one of these licenses to be a marriage officiant. And just to clarify, Armani was the guy who wed Tana and Jake. Nevada Sec of State website makes it easy to search/find out if someone was granted a license to officiate a wedding. Again, this was not a legal wedding. I have an issue with lying to fans, especially when charging $50 view under the guise it's real. And here you see that they've done a search to find out if the guy did have the license, and obviously no records to display. So without a doubt, this all proves that 100% this was a scam, this was fake. And if you don't believe these screenshots, you don't believe me, you can go to these websites, you can go to the Secretary of State website, for example, and do a search on these names yourself and have a look and see that no one had been applying for these licenses. No one was licensed in this situation, which means that the wedding, although it may have been symbolic, maybe it was just a symbol, there is no way that it is an illegal wedding. And that also means there will be no real divorce if they decide they're going to get divorced at some point for some sort of scandal. The whole wedding was fake. Now we're going to look at some tweets. A few days back, Tana posted this saying, "I'm feeling feisty. I don't care if you think my wedding's real. I don't care if you think my marriage is real. I don't care if you think Jake and I don't love each other. I don't care if you think getting married fast is a bad idea. I don't care if you think it's gonna last. Oops." And then the top reply here we see is, "Your wedding isn't real. Your marriage isn't real. You and Jake do not love each other. Getting married fast is a bad idea and you're not gonna last. Oops." Then if we click onto Jake Paul's Twitter, the very top tweet we see here is something he's retweeted. "Breaking news. Fight breaks out at Jake Paul and Tana Mongeau wedding in Las Vegas." And when I saw this, I'm just thinking, they don't even want to pretend this thing's real, do they? They're not even trying hard. They're not trying to pretend this is real. Like, if this was genuinely just going to be a real wedding and they wanted to pass it off as real, then surely they would have done it without an incident taking place. But of course, we have this instance here. Look at the guy marrying them. Isn't that a joke? Such a joke. No one believes this. How can anyone believe this? Look, you may kiss the bride, and then they never even kiss. That's how fake this is. You may kiss the bride, someone busts in, and now the officiary, the person supposed to be the official here, is fighting, apparently, with someone here. You expect us to believe this crap's real? There is nothing real about this. Utter nonsense. I read in a few tweets that on the live feed you could hear a camera guy say, "Don't worry, it's fake." If you pay close attention, Tana's friend covered her face before the guy went up to toss the drink. She knew. Why else would she keep her hands covering her face? Hella planned. And yes, you can see that there, because that's why the fight started. The guy came up and he threw a drink. You have to be the dumbest person ever to think about considering paying to just watch a live stream of the Jana wedding. Tana and Jake takes advantage of their fans. The internet, we hate you. Tana and Jake run to Shane Dawson. The internet, I guess you guys aren't that bad. Tana and Jake, want to see me do it again? So apparently Tana posted this on her Instagram and she said, "I think it's very important that people realize we created this experience for our die-hard fans that want to be there with us. We are both filming the entire experience and posting it for free a few days later, along with me extending the first season of my show to do a special on it, which is also free. This is simply because we had thousands of people asking to make it live so they could feel like they're in attendance. No one is obligating anyone to buy it, nor are we shoving it down anyone's throat. This is definitely just something that is going to happen once in our lifetimes, and we both wanted to share it live with people asking for it, etc." If anyone believes Tana here, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe I'm just being super pessimistic and judgmental here, but I really do not trust a word that comes out of Tana or Jake Paul's mouths. They both have histories of being absolutely crappy towards their fans, taking advantage of people, and I really have no time for either of them. This was a scam, and in my mind there is no doubt about it. The fact that there was no license, no one was licensed there, so obviously immediately it's fake. Maybe they can argue, "Oh, we're still in love, we're still dating." Okay, why is it on your wedding stream? Why is it that you never actually kissed? Why is it that when you went to kiss, that's when the fight broke out? Like, I just find it all so strange. It's also just shady. This does not have any authenticity to it whatsoever. This whole thing, just as I scroll down, the more images I see, the whole thing just reeks. It reeks of scam, scam, scam. I'm also really in between here. I'm really conflicted because on one hand I think what they've done is disgusting, the fact that they've actually pretended this is real and then fans have bought into it. I mean, I'm sure they've got young fans who have gone and asked their parents to pay for this so they could watch it. I'm sure that has happened for many people. But there's also the fact that some of these people I mean, I've no sympathy for them at the same time. It's like, how stupid did you have to be to actually believe this was real and then to actually pay for it in the first place? It's like, well, you were a sucker. I mean, I've kind of no sympathy for them at the same time. I think Tana and Jake have done a horrible thing here. They've scammed their fans. But then back on the other side, I think the fans that did pay for it are stupid and have no sympathy for them because they actually believed it in the first place. How naive do these people have to be? Anyway, that's all I have to say on this subject. Let me know what your thoughts are on all of this in the comments down below. And until next time, my name's Rag Reynolds, this was Medium Rare, and you're welcome, society.